initiative is an exciting new initiative.
I think the iPads are going to positively affect the school because students are going to be able to have so much access to so much information instantaneously.
And I get to help establish one of the first schools in the country that looks like ours and has the same demographics as ours that roll out a one-to-one initiative. There's a lot of pressure. If it doesn't go right, it's my fault.
Of course, at first, people are going to be like, oh, my music and oh, my games and look at this tool and all of those kinds of things, yeah. But I think once that novelty kind of wears off, students are going to really be using it and focusing on it as a learning tool.
At first, it's going to take some time to get over that classroom management piece. They're so new, they're so fun, that students just want to play with them. The teacher's responsibility is going to be to turn the iPad into an educational tool, and once that occurs, I can see no other cons, once we get them under control.
Well, that idea came, and I think from many directions. So here from Mr. Brackmeyer, who was the principal at the time, knew that Manor High School needed more technology. We had some bond money in the district, so he had some funds available, and Mr. Brackmeyer saw a need at this campus, so they collaborated together with Miss Angela Matthews, who is our director of technology, and said, what can we do to make Manor High School more technology rich at a low cost? So they started exploring the one-to-one iPad initiative. And when they started thinking about that, they approached Mr. Randy Mathisen, who's teaching world history, and asked him if he would pilot this idea in his classroom last year. So in the spring trimester he did that, and he found many successes with his students and how the students were engaged, and so they decided that this was definitely something that not only did they want to go school-wide with here at Manor High School, but they wanted to go district-wide with for every high school student.
The things I like about my new job is the ability to walk around and be in more than just one classroom. So I get to see how math class works, I get to see how science class works, I get to see how English class works, and I get to go in there and I get to observe and then assist teachers to make their day easier.
You're really going to be able to see the impacts on instruction and how that accessibility for students is going to be so much better. And it's not just certain kids that are going to get iPads. Everybody's getting one, and so that way everybody has equal access to that information.
I get to go around, I get to be a part of anything I want to be, and if I do it right, I'm a part of everything.
Mr. Mathisen is one of the most amazing people that I know. He did a wonderful job last year piloting this in his classroom. He really understands how to make these iPads part of everyday instruction because he's done it. How to get students engaged by using the iPads and those types of things. So Mr. Mathisen is doing a wonderful job. So he's been in and out of teachers' classrooms every day, helping them integrate technology into their classes in preparation especially for the iPads coming on at the end of October. And so really working with them on making sure the technology that they have now is working, and then prepare them for the technology that we're going to be getting in terms of the iPads.
I really miss that interaction that I had with students, the ability to, guide them loosely on a journey of discovery. The feedback I got from them, teaching, if you do it well, is very affirming, because what I strove for was to make personal connections, and so that came back to me more than I even put out. So I miss all that affirmation. Part of the reason why there's not much difference between teaching students and teaching teachers is that my philosophy on the way to teach students was to treat them like an adult. Right? Basically the goal is very much the same. You're trying to excite their motivation so that they go out and learn the processes on their own. Because you can show someone something and you can teach them steps in order to learn something, but that actual learning is an intrinsic thing. The iPad initiative is going to open up the world to students. It's going to give them a powerful creation tool and a way to explore the internet and a way to do research. And it's not going to change what we learn, it's going to change the way we learn.